In the previous video, we spoke about how the study of Tai Chi Gung can help one's technique on a musical instrument. In this video, I'd like to talk about what I consider like the most important thing. And that is, when you go to play a piece of music, do you awaken the soul energy? Do you infuse it with life force? Is it powerful enough to move someone and make that music come alive for them? In the practice of Tai Chi Gung, one of the things that we do is we learn to breathe with the life force in nature. The discipline of that in India is called pranayama. Prana being life, yama is the lord of death. So the study of the breath is the study of the life force overcoming death. It's pretty profound when you start to understand that you can reinvigorate. In other words, you can take a piece of music that has been around for 200 years and you can infuse it with life force as if it was composed right through you. I remember the concertmaster of the orchestra I played in. He shared with me once that his goal when he played a concerto was to reawaken the original inspiration of the composer when that composer wrote that piece. So you're really talking, it's interesting. The soul energy is eternal. So it doesn't have any limitations in relationship to past, present, or future. One of the reasons why music is so powerful, that soul chill coming up and down the spine, is because you are experiencing eternity in the midst of time and space. It's an incredible healing power. There are qualities of qi in relationship to the soul. And so one of the things that I've done over the years is I've discovered that when I awaken someone else's piece of music, in other words, you're bringing it to life again, you really have to know it backwards and forwards. A lot of people don't realize that, especially in the classical world, when a concert artist goes to play the solo of a concerto, sometimes they've lived with that piece since they were 6 years old. The really top performers will live with that piece for a whole year before they take it to stage. So when they take it to stage, it is in their bones. When I got into improvising, what I realized was that improvising is in the present moment already. So the study of improvising and the way that I share it is we don't have chord chart, so we're not worried about the chords. What we're doing is we're focusing on what is the soul feeling that you want to bring into the piece. And of course, being a Tai Chi Gung person, peace, contentment, gratitude, those are kind of what they would call low-hanging fruit. They're easy to get to because they don't require you to play really, really fast. I'm exploring now the fast music in improvisation. It's really kind of wild. I'm going through my bebop phase. But what I'd like to do before we wrap it up here is just to give you a sense of what I mean. So I tend to go after this soul energy by keeping it very simple. I play in a scale that is very comfortable, right? That I've lived in for a long time, right? And so for example, if I go here, so that's a D major scale. And when I begin, what I do is I really go into listening mode. Brahms used to say, my best composing happens when I surrender to the way that the music wants to be written. And so I'm doing that from one moment to the next, And because I've been doing it for 30 years, sometimes I'm getting like 2 seconds out, 4 seconds out, and I've just learned to trust it. So if I were to make up a simple song here. And then it can go on. And so what has happened over time is that it's like this hologram being formed, and I'm having a conversation with it. I really enjoy it very much. I've learned to do it with piano. I'm learning to do it with guitar. I find it interesting that it really does depend on one's fluency in the language of the instrument that you're playing. And so anyway, I'm dedicating time to the guitar. I'm looking forward to being able to do with the guitar what I've come to be able to do with the violin. And it's a new adventure. So in any case, I would encourage you to explore the Tai Chi Gung, especially if you're a musician who really loves to play, because I think you're going to find in very short order, 30 days or less, that you start to be able to connect some of the dots, and the technique comes along, the expression comes along, and it has worked for me in many different styles of music. So for those who would like, you can come to a class for free in the Denver area. You go to the website and register. You'll get a digital card. It's good for any class within the next 30 days. Hope you'll take advantage of it. Would love to talk shop with some other musicians, and perhaps we can even figure out a way to play together here in the Denver area. Appreciate your time. Take care.